Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you never have. If you've watched any of my previous videos and you've seen my video on Rita, which is the family's 2009 Honda CRV, Rita has some issues. Faded headlights, really bad wiper blades, bad blade in the rear back there, and seat covers. The factory seat covers are ripped and torn. I'll show you those in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and do something about some of those things. I had a commenter to my Rita video. Her name is Wim Jansen. She said on there, put new leather over it. So I decided I'll put some new leather over it. I'll try. I bought some universal seat covers. I have no idea if these things are going to fit. The guy at AutoZone said they're universal. They'll probably fit. So we'll find out. I'm going to cut these things open and put them on right here as I'm filming, and it's either going to be easy or it's not. I think I can probably handle it. And let's get to it, and hopefully we'll have a good time. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish the seat covers out here at my favorite place to record, Brooks's Arena. This box says no tools needed. Not true for me. I need tools. It's not as easy to get them to look like in that picture. I decided, since there were two seats, that I was going to do the passenger seat to check for fit, see how easy the installation is, and then record the driver's seat. Well, it's way more complicated than it looks. There's a whole hook and grommet system down here that you have to run this through there, under here. There's one on the other side, and you meet them together in the middle. I went down there. There's so much under this seat that I wasn't expecting that I can't even feel the two hooks. I got the headrest off and got this pulled down. That wasn't difficult at all. But in the back seat, let me go back up here again. In order for this part here to lay down where it hinges, there's a little flap they stick in there that you have to pull this down, pull that at you. It feels like it's going to tear when I pull it too hard. This side here came down the seat very smoothly with no problem. That was the easiest part. The headrest went back in pretty easy, no problem. But on this side, it won't go all the way down because of the armrest. So I'm going to have to go home, take this off, take the armrest off, slide this down, then put it back on, and then try to figure out this whole, here's the other hook and grommet thing right here for the other side. And I've got to get those down in there underneath the seat and connect them together and figure out how to make this thing pull down to secure the seat where it hinges. So I just don't have enough of what I need out here to do that. I'm going to definitely have to take some stuff apart, probably these plastic side pieces here. Even though the box said no tools needed, that ruins the universal part of it. But you know, that's what you get when you learn how to do these kind of things, following instructions or not following instructions, as I do sometimes. But whatever, it is what it is. It's all content. So I'm going to go home, work on that. So hang with me, and I'll see you in a little bit. Here's an update on the seat cover situation. I was so far into this, I got the armrest off right here on this side, bolted it back in, got the seat cover adjusted, but there was just no way to get underneath this seat. As you can see, it's pretty crowded in there. So I ultimately ended up having to take the whole seat out, which I'm going to have to do the same thing on the driver's side. I did find in here a little glow-in-the-dark alien, a couple pennies, and just some general garbage. So I had to undo these wires here. I'm not sure what they go to. They go to a bunch of stuff underneath this seat, but I had to undo those. I wasn't expecting all that. And I wasn't expecting all this stuff underneath this seat. It's just a slide forward and backward seat, but I guess they put electronics wherever they can find space. So now I got to find a way to get that hook and grommet system connected and tighten this up. And that's my update. I'm still working. Okay, here we go again. So I ended up having to take this whole thing off and pull this plug out. There's a screw in there, pop all this out. It pops out the front. Then I had to run the loop and grommet down through behind all of this. It came out here. And I just wrapped it around and hooked it. Hey, look, a dime just fell out of somewhere. Look at it. I'll take it. It's pavement. And I hooked it right there. And now I just got to flip the seat over the other way, repeat the process for the other side of the seat. I will not be recording all this for the driver's side. It's going to be the same thing, just on the opposite side. And then bolt the seat back in. So I'm still working. Okay. That's about the best I can do on the passenger seat. It doesn't fit very snugly right there. It is secure down in here, down in the front, and on the other side. There's the driver's seat that I gotta do next and get covered up. There's the passenger seat. There's the difference. So let's get on this, knock out this driver's side. And for a kit, it says no tools needed. I needed a Phillips, a flat, and this part of my ratchet set. Otherwise, I'd have never got this done. So, not that I say that kit is a bad kit. It's just that's my experience with it. I'm sure there's some seat somewhere somebody put that on where they didn't need all those tools. It also came with a separate headrest cover also that I didn't know. It was in the bottom of the box. So let me get to the driver's side and get it finished. All right, I know I said I was not going to record any of the driver's side, but whatever, man, you know. Driver's seat is out. I'm going to put the cover on right here. Had to disconnect these wires from underneath the seat, and there's a, what is this right here? There's like a little flap here underneath the seat. I guess it's just a little cover for this little box, whatever this thing here is. And the usual junk down there. What is this here? This looks like a pin, another penny. I found a bunch of coins under these seats. I'm probably up to like $1 in coins now. And that's where we are with this. So I'm going to get the cover put on and get this driver's seat back in and wired up. Rita now has new seat covers. Let me show you. So I had to unwire these seats, unbolt them, drag them out of the car, put the seat covers on, pull the trim off around them to secure them underneath, and then put all that back together, and then put it all back inside back inside of Rita. Rita has new covers, front seat driver, front seat passenger. Back seat is all clean. Got to come all the way down to a proper level. Got the armrests down, the armrest back in. I'm not sure what I'm going to tackle this because it's a two-piece deal, and I'm not sure if I can find a seat cover for that. But there it is. The kit I used was, I bought it at AutoZone, and it's called AutoCraft. Don't know who makes it, but do I recommend it or not recommend it? I'm not in a position to say because for me, it was just it was my experience that I needed tools. The box says it doesn't need tools, so that will be up to whoever else is using it to see if they need tools or not. So for now, that's it for the moment. I'll see you when I see you, hopefully soon. Like, share, subscribe to That Retired Dude. See you the next time I do some retired people things.